Hey everybody, it is I, Hellgear. I think I'm going to take this time to address a few things, content-wise and what's been up. So, a lot of you have already heard that there's been a death in the family. Well, I want to talk about that. So, we had a death in the family. It was my mom's sister. She had, I think it was a stroke. And recently, we had just laid her to rest. I think it was like Wednesday or Thursday. So, as you guys know, the Hell family's been grieving a lot. But not too long, like one day after that, because as we found out about this one passing away, one of her brothers was hospitalized. So after we lay her sister to rest, the brother who was hospitalized passes away. Not even like a full day after sending her sister home, as they call it. And he died of a heart attack. He was hospitalized because of his diabetes, but heart attack was his death. And yeah, so grieving all around. But with things starting to slow down, things are still into the grieving process. Things channel-wise aren't really back. I've uploaded off and on for various things, but not really fully returned to the channel. And that's what I'm going to address with you guys today. So, slowly but surely, I'm going to be getting back to show. But I've taken a look at some of the analytics, and the analytics are, let's just say I can improve on the analytics. And most of it revolves around the content that is on the channel. And as I've mentioned before with the technical issues with my mobile, there's a lot of content on the channel. So, what you see here is the content that is either newly added to the channel, been around for the channel as staples, or is just content that's dormant waiting for more material to come up. Now I'm going to talk about each one, and well, not all of them, but most of them, because as you can see, a lot of the content's names are right there. But to the stuff that doesn't have names or isn't recognizable to many, I will talk about them, starting from the top row and moving down. And I'll go from left to right. So on the top left is what I use for these icons, or what I put on the Hellovision banner at the end of the day. So, starting with PandaClip the Black Thief. Next is Skychamp. Third is Pump It Up M. Then it's Shuriken Master. Followed by Smurfs Village, Merge Dragons, and Smurfs Epic Run to fill out the first row. Second row, we have Smurfs Bubble Shooter, or Bubble Story, however you want to play it. The obvious stuff, as you can see. And then that Duel Disc right there, which is what I use for Yu-Gi-Oh content, or Duel Monsters content, as I like to call it. Because I'm back in the day. And then in the third row on the left, that's Mugman and his brother Cuphead. And the rest of the stuff, you can see the names of the content. And this is 19 different pieces of content. Now, from what I've seen in analytics, I've been learning a few things about how I want to do the content. And I've come to this. I would like to know, for the longest time, I would have liked to know which of these bits of content, the content that I put on the channel, as you can see here, what you guys are interested in as I upload the content for all to view and entertain. And it hasn't been informative as I had liked. So, here's how it's going to roll out. When I fully return to the channel, when I'm back to business as usual, I'm going to go through with this wonderful content. And you guys are going to know when I'm fully returned to the channel, because I'm going to post a video on the channel that says I'm back. Now, after that content, and this is what I want all of my viewers, all of you watching, this is what I want you guys to do. First and foremost, please enjoy the content. There's a lot of content on the channel. Now, when I return, all this current, dormant, or recently updated content, in the case of Ninjala, I'm going to be placing specific content, because moving forward with the channel, I want to know exactly which of this content, which of these bits of content that I do on the channel to entertain you guys, which of these areas of content you are more interested in, most interested in. That way, going forward, as I just said before, I want to put more time into making more of that particular content. And I'm not just talking about, you know, an episode of this every now and again. I'm looking forward to all the other types of content that I want to do for you guys. Now, after the video uploads where I announce that I'm back, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to put up 3 different pieces of content. And I'm going to do it in a particular pattern. And the particular pattern is like this. And this is why I hope that when I get to this, do me a couple things. First and foremost, subscribe to the channel. If you've unsubscribed to the channel for whatever reason, now is the time to resubscribe to the channel. I know that sounds weird, but analytics have been showing that some of you, my viewing audience, have subscribed to the channel and then unsubscribed to the channel, but you keep tabs on me, and when a certain particular piece of content comes up, you resubscribe to the channel because it's something you like or something you're interested in. So please subscribe, resubscribe to the channel. Hit the bell for the mobile notifications, because when I post up this content, it's going to be one piece of this content, and I'm going to do a wheel for all of this content here. And then for the week after I return, I'm not saying exactly what day it's going to be, but the first piece of video or you know, content for the channel that I come up with after I'm back, this is the next thing I'd like you to do. I want you to remember that specific time that it goes live in your notifications, because that's going to be the time where I upload this content. And I'm going to use this to see which of the content that I have that you guys are interested in. And it's going to work like this after I come back. That first piece of content is going to come up, and then 2 days later, there'll be a second piece of content. And then 2 days later, it will be a third piece of content. The content will have a 2-day span out. So if by some chance, for example, I upload after returning, I'll put up a piece of content on Sunday at a specific time, right? That means the next piece of content will show up 2 days later. So that would be Tuesday. And then the third piece of content would show up on Thursday. And the thing is, all the content that drops within this 2-day span is going to be on the exact same time. So when you see that first piece of content that goes up on the channel after my I'm back video, tell yourself, just give yourself that little gauge, okay, in 2 days, another piece of content is going to come up at this same time. And then 2 days later, a third piece is going to come up. And that's how I'm going to do it for a week. And in that time, I'm going to see what is interested, what you, my viewing audience, is interested in. And I'm going to know what you're interested in, because obviously you're going to share it with your peoples. You're going to hit the like button. You're going to comment about what's going on, what you liked about it. And you're going to watch it for a good amount of time. And what I'm going to do is see which of that content has your attention. The content that has your attention, I'm going to make more of it. I'm going to make more of that particular content. And then on the next week, I'm going to do the 3 bits of content on the same 2-day split at that same time. And I'm going to get a gauge on exactly what of this content you guys are interested in. I will know. The analytics will tell me. And to the content that you're not interested in, you won't see it anymore. I'll say that one more time. When I come back, I'm going to post up 3 bits of content separated every 2 days. And then after the third one, I'm going to look and see what you're interested in on those 3 bits of content. Then I'll do the following week another 3 bits of content. All the content from the weeks of the 3 bits, they will upload at the same time. Even though maybe, okay, the first one is this day, and then 2 days later the second, then 2 days later the third. And then after that third, I'll look and see of those 3 for that week, where your interests are. I'll jot the notes down, and then in the next week, 3 different things of content. And I'm going to see exactly what you guys are interested in, so that moving forward, and I know I'm saying this a lot over and over again because repetition is how people remember things, I'm going to know what content on the channel you guys are interested in and what content that it will tell me to make more of. And to the content that is not made more of, it's going to remind me of an interesting little playlist that I have called the Channel Graveyard. And yes, even the content in the Channel Graveyard will be updated as well. So, that's going to be the plan moving forward. So for the time being, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the videos. Please ask questions in the comments section below if you have any. And I will see you guys when I return fully. Because as I said before, once I return fully, it'll be business as usual. And business will pick up.